Ah, the package I've been waiting for! Wow, so before I start talking, I just want to unbox this because this is going to completely change the quality of my videos, or so I hope. So let's see what's in the box. Pod mics, podcasting microphones, my very first ones ever. So let's try filming this video with these mics, see if you notice any difference in sound quality. Let's get into it. Okay, let's fast forward into the future here. Future Nicole speaking. After I bought the podcast, I realized there's a lot of accessories missing, so I couldn't use it right away, but now I've got my setup down. This is my first time testing out this thing, so let's see if the audio is any better than on my previous videos, and if it's not, then I'll just use the audio from, the shotgun mic on my camera. So today we're going to talk about finding newsworthy editorial photos for stock. Basically, how do you come up with ideas that are going to be searched for on stock photography platforms, and ideas that could potentially sell? So here are a few ideas that may spark some creativity or give you that light bulb moment for something that you might want to go out and shoot for stock photography. The first place that you can gather ideas for stock photography is actually the news. Now, lately, I don't read the news too much because there's just so much negativity, but when I do, I am full of ideas for things that might do well on stock photography platforms. Right now in the news, for example, you've got, Hurricane Dorian, which unfortunately has led to a lot of destruction in Bahamas. Really, really sad. And my heart goes out to all of the victims, and at the same time, in order for newspapers to be able to cover the news about this hurricane, they're going to need photos to accompany that news. Now, don't get the idea of going into the middle of a hurricane. That is not advisable. I would definitely discourage that. But if you find yourself in a safe place, not in the middle of a hurricane, but where you're maybe getting a little bit of flooding and rain, but you're still safe, then why not snap a few photos of, the weather and, the rains and a little bit of flooding. But please do not take this to the extreme and go into the hurricane. Don't do that. But if you can capture photos that could illustrate the hurricane in a safe way, then by all means, do that. There are plenty of publications out there that don't have their own storm chasers and that don't have their own reporters on site. And these places might be looking to stock photography platforms to find photos that illustrate the concept of a hurricane. Another big thing in the news is the events that are unfolding in Hong Kong. If you live out there, you might want to take some photos that, illustrate all of the political events happening. But again, do so from a safe distance. Never endanger yourself for a stock photo because you don't even know if that stock photo is going to sell. So definitely only take photos if you feel safe taking them. There's always something happening. I think there's Catalonia's National Day coming up on September 11th. That's kind of like a political issue as well. Basically, all you have to do is read a couple of the headlines to see what's going on, what's happening near you, and if you happen to be in an area where there's a lot of news going on right now, you might want to take some photos for stock. The second thing that you can do is study trends. Trends could be anything from, virtual reality to renewable energy, robots, innovation, all that kind of thing. See what's going to be a hot topic in future years, or maybe what's already a hot topic now, and try to create some concept photos that illustrate those topics. Again, you can find trends simply by reading, being up to date with things that are happening in the world. Next, you can ask yourself, what is a political issue right now? And then try to create photos around those issues. Maybe it's climate change. Maybe you can take some photos that illustrate climate change. Maybe someone's sitting outside sweating, looking at the weather forecast. Another topic is, immigration, and then you just have to put your creativity to work and see how can you illustrate these political issues. Sometimes this might mean photographing people In other cases, you don't need to photograph people. It really just depends how you choose to portray that issue. Next, ask yourself which businesses are in the news right now. If you saw one of my previous videos, I actually talked about, a time that I went out and I took some random photos of a Massage Envy store. Random photos of a Massage Envy business, not a store. They were really nothing special. They weren't even like very good photos. But basically, Massage Envy was in the news for a, sexual assault scandal or something like that. And at the time that this business was in the news, all of my photos from that Massage Envy were being downloaded over and over again just because, I had the only photos of Massage Envy on Shutterstock at the time, and people were using that to illustrate the story. So look online. Is there anything going on with some restaurants? Sometimes restaurants are in the news for one reason or another. Are there any scandals related to, some businesses that are located around you? Stores that are folding, stores that are going out of business, all that kind of stuff. Which brings me to the next point. Check to see if there are any new businesses opening in your neighborhood. Sometimes there's a new building that was just constructed and like everybody in the town is looking forward to the opening day of this new building. And that's big news, at least big in your town. Other times it might be like this highly anticipated new restaurant in the city that, people have been waiting for forever and there's lines out the door to get to this restaurant. That could happen as well. So by photographing like the newness happening around you, you can provide some photos on stock photography platforms that are being searched for that don't exist on the platforms yet. From my experience, when I cover these kinds of topics, I often do get downloads from covering such things, but these types of photos usually have, a life expectancy. When that newness wears off, they might not be super relevant anymore, but it is something that you can incorporate into your portfolio, even if it doesn't, have relevance for 30 years or anything like that. Next, check your local event calendar. What free events are happening around you? What sort of events can you go to and cover? If there's a local fair where you live, you might want to go and photograph, that local fair, especially if you have kids and you're going already. As an example, I attended a local agricultural fair in the area that I live in. And, every year when that fair comes around again, my photos do get downloaded on Shutterstock. And I suspect this is probably the case with, different events around the country. These photos don't make me a millionaire. They're not making me hundreds of dollars, but they do bring in a little bit of money every year when that fair rolls around. Next, you can ask yourself, what new products have just been released? What's just coming out that people might be searching for? Maybe that's, a new car that, BMW just announced a new car and people are excited about it. I mean, I don't know anything about cars, but I'm sure there's people who are excited about such things. And perhaps, you see one parked on the side of the road and you take a nice artistic photo of that car, and maybe your photo will be the first photo of that specific model on Shutterstock or other stock platforms. Or maybe there's a new item that just came out and, it's kind of like a hot item. Maybe like this item right here, because this is pretty new. This was just released this summer, this pod mic right here. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, don't steal my idea or anything, but apply this concept. Ask yourself, what is new? What is newsworthy? What hasn't been covered before? And where can you be first when it comes to taking photos? If you ask yourself those questions, you will probably come up with some ideas for something you can cover, even if you live in the middle of Kansas where there's a lot of cornfields. I mean, there's probably something that you can cover. And if not, maybe it's time for a road trip. So let me know in the comments, how much of your photography is newsworthy in one way or another? And how do you find your ideas? Where do you come up with them? I'm curious. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you are new here. That would literally make my day. Thanks for watching, and till next time.